How is it going, everybody? It is the final episode. Yep, so it's the last episode of the Junior series. And I decided to go back to sort of to where it all began. So, let's start at the beginning. This is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2000 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet, made by Winner's Circle. I did originally buy this in 2000, but I ended up losing the car, so I bought a new version of it in 2009. So I'll give you guys a quick little tour here of the car. It is 2000, I want to add, my brother decided to paint the bumper black, but if you could barely see it, there is some yellow there, so show the rookie stripe, just to prove that it is indeed 2000. So to start things off, there is one very specific red that I just love on race cars, and I believe it is this color. I don't know exactly what it's called, like apple red, or I don't know. There's like, it's very like, it has to be like pure red. Any darker or any brighter, it's a little eh. Like for example, like Kyle Busch's car, like that's almost the same red as this Dale Jr. car. Absolutely love it. Definitely makes the beautiful, it makes the car so much more beautiful because of that. Second thing that I love is the design. I love how you got these 4 stripes, and it's not like horizontal, it actually goes up, which is awesome, honestly. Another thing that I really love on this car is the 8, because I know the 8 is like the 3, but it is its own identity, which is a huge thing that I absolutely strive for. And that is exactly the next thing I wanted to jump into, is the new identity that this gives. Because I thought like Dale Jr. was going to take 3 and then Dale Earnhardt was going to take some new number, but no, Dale Jr. took 8. And that is awesome. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that this car, or 8 was the lowest number available or something like that. But you know what? It's awesome. It's awesome, it's fantastic, and just because of the new sponsor, new design, new number, it gives this car a whole new identity, which is absolutely amazing. And so, before I'm going to give my last thing, I'm going to just say it right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2000 Dale Jr. Chevrolet will get 5 stars. So the last thing I do want to hit on, but before I move on to the second car, yes, this is the kid-friendly version of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car because the real sponsor is Budweiser. But when I was a little kid, when I first had this car, for whatever reason, just the Dale Jr. on the front, it works so much better, in my opinion, than Budweiser. Now, I could be because I don't have like a Budweiser version of this car, but it works, and I definitely do enjoy this car. And so that's exactly why Dale Jr. gets 5 stars. Perfect car, new identity, it does not throw back to anything. If anything, it'd probably be just the number font, but even that, it's still very unique. So, we hit the beginning, now let's go to the other end of the spectrum. The last year that Dale Earnhardt Jr. drove for DEI before moving over to Hendrick Motorsports. So I'll give you guys a quick little tour here. So instead of doing Dale Jr., it actually went with the DEI logo. And so here on the side, it is Dale Earnhardt Inc. That is not the Dale Jr. signature that I first originally thought it is. Dale Jr. here on the back. And so let's talk about this car. So first of all, as I mentioned before, the red is good. Like, it is that one unique red that makes the car stand out. Now, I'm not normally a red person. Like, red is not really my favorite color, but this specific red makes cars look good. Now, the one thing I am not a fan of, as I showed in the tour, is going with the DEI logo. Like, I really like the idea of just taking the Budweiser logo and just modifying it to just have the words Dale Earnhardt Jr. on it. But instead they decided to go around and have the DEI logo all around the car. Not really a big fan of that decision, and especially here on the side because you have Dale Earnhardt's signature here, leaves this big space, which we'll talk about more in a little bit. But I'm not a big fan of that, and I really wish that they could have gone more of the Dale Earnhardt Jr. identity, not just did the I identity. Next thing that I did enjoy, and if I did review a 2003 car, I would have definitely put a lot of emphasis on it, is the E, or it's 3 on this side, and then E on this side. I really like that decision, because it's like, it adds to the design, plus it shows kind of commemoration to Dale Earnhardt when he passed away. Now, if I remember correctly, and let me just double check, yeah, because back in the day, these lines, they actually go all the way back. But for whatever reason on this car, it's like it stops here, and then you have all this red back there. So going back to the other thing I'm really not too sure about that I really don't like is all of this empty awkward space here. I really wish this could have expanded out to here or something like that. But for whatever reason, you got this blank space here. Or even these stripes. I wish they could have continued onward. But for whatever reason, that is not the case. And then the last thing I do want to add is that this, along with the other Dale Jr. car, they are both winner's circle. I just want to point that out because I would say of all makes, winner's circle was probably one of the best at making die casts. They made the cars look good. Even if like some of the design aspects are a little winner's circle helped make sure that the die casts, like they make them all uniform. And I do greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to give Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2007 Dale Earnhardt Incorporated Chevrolet 3 stars. So I'll go ahead, I'm going to put the two cars together, and as you guys look at them, I do have an announcement to make. So not just is this going to be the final episode of Junior, the special series I made, but I have also officially decided that this is the last episode of the Diecast of the Week for now. I'm going to talk about it more on the episode of Griff Talks this Friday, but the biggest reason why I'm deciding to do this is to focus more on One More Spark. Because making all of these videos for the Diecast of the Week, I lose a lot of time working on One More Spark, because right now, that's where my heart is. So, I felt like I wanted to do this as a little send-off to Dale Earnhardt Jr., but then, once this is done, I'm going to really focus on One More Spark because I'm a big doer. I'm not a big fan of talking. You guys have seen in my episodes of Griff Talks, like, I don't talk well. I am not the best at putting words together. But one thing that I am good at, I've been raised, I've grown up this way, is doing and showing you guys stuff. So, big reason why I've been doing the Diecast of the Week and Griff Talks is talking. I like to talk, is just, well, not just talking, but like getting more content on my channel. Because before this stuff, there hasn't been much on there, just a few Intertals do shorts, and then like, what if Dale Earnhardt was still alive? No, I do appreciate doing that stuff, but I just don't have an interest or passion in doing that stuff. My interest / passion is One More Spark. And so, because of these videos, that's kind of a big reason why One More Spark has been delayed a bit. But now, if I could take these off, I am making time by removing the Diecast of the Week. So again, I'm going to talk about it more on Griff Talks this Friday, but it is what it is. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to look out for the episodes of One More Spark. And as always, I will see you next time.